So Donald Trump is turning to old grievances and making startling claims to try and distract from the Jeffrey Epstein case. On Sunday, Trump claimed without evidence that Senator Adam Schiff committed fraud to get a cheaper mortgage by claiming his primary residence was in Maryland, not in California. And the president has hinted several times now that he believes Schiff should be prosecuted over the matter. Senator Schiff has vehemently denied the accusation, calling it political retaliation. The New Republic and National Review, two outlets with very different ideological perspectives, have both denounced Trump's accusation, calling it a, quote, corporate attack and lawfare. What say you?
I say, well, first of all, I would say he knows, the president would know what it takes to kind of skirt mortgage and real estate laws. I think New York would like a word since they prosecuted him for just that. But I think this is how a dictator speaks. I honestly do. And I think that his obsession, like a dictator says their opponent should be in jail. A dictator decrees that people need to be rounded up. This is how a dictator speaks. And that's how Trump is speaking right now. I also think his obsession with Adam Schiff tells you more about Trump than it does about Adam Schiff. Like, why are you so obsessed with him? Oh, my God. Why?
There's Adam Schiff. He's also called for the following people to be arrested or prosecuted: Zohran Mamdani, Alejandro Mayorkas, Gavin Newsom, Adam Schiff, Barack Obama. So he's workshopping that list. I thought what the New Republic really managed to do was to detail the fact that this isn't just him shooting from the hip. Mm-hmm. It would seem as though there were steps that were laid in place to set the foundation. Let me read you just a little bit from that reporting. Trump cited a memo written by the Fannie Mae Crimes Unit sent to the head of the Federal Housing Finance Authority. The memo nowhere says that Schiff committed fraud, as Trump claimed. Even more interestingly, the memo also says this inquiry resulted after the FHFA's Office of Inspector General made a document demand from the Fannie Mae Crimes Unit, a demand for documents related to all loans associated with Schiff. The New Republic also noted that the response to the IG's request was forwarded to the head of the FHFA, a Trump political appointee and loyalist. My point is this: they are setting pieces of this in motion to say, look, we have a legal foundation. Mm-hmm.
Well, you started that off curiously by saying that Trump read something, and I don't think that's the case at all. I think Donald Trump is shooting from the hip. Others may be trying to find a legal justification for the shots he's firing, which is typically the case. The one thing I've learned at least over the last 10 years of watching Donald Trump do his thing, is that everybody's in the position to play catch up. So Donald Trump, to Simone's question, has a thing for Adam Schiff that has to do with how well Adam Schiff prosecuted him during impeachment. That has to do with everything with how Adam Schiff, despite the barrage of attacks then, withstood them, ran for the U.S. Senate seat and won in the state of California in the face of everything Donald Trump tried to do to block that. So now Trump sees this again, how we started the conversation at 7 p.m., another way to deflect from his own personal shortcomings on Epstein right now politically, as well as not wanting to have to deal with the reality of an economic environment that he set. He set this economic table that is now beginning to have wobbly legs, and how all of that plays out. So, I think that a lot of his folks right now are just trying to bring, okay, Mr. President, we heard you say this. Now let's go find the evidence, or take a memo, take a letter, take something that's already out there, that's official, and try to fix it, tweet it, contort it to fit the story you just laid out.
When the facts don't fit, you know what the president does? He feeds the algorithm.